cloud. Okay, go ahead. So talking about anger, just back up. Start again.
Yeah. So according to this meditation practice, my meditation practice, anger is, well, the root of the human mind is in the sensations.
Right.
And we need to understand anger in order to dismantle it.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens? And the reason why we have not been able to really get out of this habit pattern of anger is because we haven't understood this, that usually what happens is, okay, let's imagine somebody makes you angry. And you automatically focus on that external thought object of that person who's making you angry. But what is happening at the
Do you need to get that, Precious?
Okay. No, I don't know who it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you focus on the external thought process. Is that what you said?
No, usually we focus on the sense object.
Okay.
Sense object, which would be the person. Okay, that person made me really mad. And then once you've made that assumption that it's about the person, you have only two options. You can either make peace with the person or not.
Right, right.
It's all about the person.
Yeah.
The real at the root level, what we're reacting to is not the person. We're reacting to how the person made us feel. At the physical, at the physical sense level.
Yeah.
You know, so we had this feeling, and usually it's actually a good feeling.
I know. If we're honest, it's a good feeling. Yeah.
Yeah,
it feels righteous.
Yeah, and it's such an energized state of being that we actually like being mad at that person. You know, in some way we like being mad at that person. We like having this sense of superiority, of self-righteousness. And
the energy, we just crave energy.
Yeah, right. And this is what the yogi science realizes, that we need an outlet for this life-affirming vital energy. And yoga is the way of converting this divisive sentiment into a uniting sentiment.
Yeah.
By going to the root of all our responses. Is always at the root level of sensation, that we like certain sensations and we dislike certain sensations. We crave or we
abhor.
Yeah. And it could happen at a very, very subtle level too.
Yeah.
That's when it's really dangerous, is when it's subtle, like you just I don't feel good. Then all of a sudden you're trying to push that feeling away and get a better feeling. All you're doing is perpetuating your bondage, which is always the craving or the abhorrence, aversion to sensations. When you start bringing the light, let there be light, the original light of creation, and you look at the sensation and you meticulously separate that sensation from liking or disliking, or bad, evil, good. You know, like when we get mad at a person, that person is evil.
I know.
Right.
Beyond good and evil is a field. Meet me there.
Yes. When actually the light will show, oh, this person is my ally, because the person brought up my capacity to hate, my capacity
to abhor or hate. Yeah.
Yes, and the body then all of a sudden becomes a perpetuation of this myth. Oh, I love feeling angry, and I hate that person, and all of a sudden you're locked into this syndrome that you can't get out of. To your prison.
Right.
So you go back to the sensation, you go back to the body, you work at the root level of physical sensation, you energize your body, you watch what's going on at the internal level. And all of a sudden you will discover that you don't have those same reactions when you go out into life. You don't have to do anything. At the external level, you're working internally on the roots of where this self-perpetuating wheel of the wheel of bondage.
Perpetuating wheel of bondages. Yeah.
But the
Okay.
the other.
So tell me about a guided meditation, unless you have more thoughts that you'd like to talk about. A guided meditation that you could imagine for releasing anger would focus first on all the sensations. Tell us about that.
You can't, like you said, you can't get rid of anger. You can't get rid of it. You can't push it away. You know, it'll just come back at you with fresh force. You can go to the roots of where our bondage starts. And that it is at the level of sensation. So you don't have to question how the roots of anger get, you know, pulled up. You know, you don't have to question that process. You are working at the physical level on equanimity. Equanimity, you have awareness of sensation and equanimity. That sensation is impermanent. It's constantly changing. It's not you. You meticulously separate the sensation from me or mine, my anger, my my elbow, and then pretty soon you even separate it from elbow.
Yeah.
Not an elbow. It's not material. It is the very, very most immediate dawning of consciousness.
Yeah, most immediate dawning of consciousness. Okay.
Before I or mine, before this or that, before shape or form, it's just what's going on right now. It's what's appearing in the light, the original light of let there be light. And you just look at it.
So basically, you would not suggest pulling up a situation of anger to learn and thinking about it, but you would pull up a sensation in the body and watch it in order to become a good observer of the body.
Right. So inevitably, what will happen as you do this root level work, this radical work, probably those images will come back up. And you keep going back, you know, they'll come up. That's part of, you know, these fruits coming up. The fruit of anger, you know, are the images and the people and the this and that. You go back to the roots, go back to sensation, go back to sensation, and you let the light have her perfect work. You know, which is that you will have looked through the mist that rises up off the earth, which is your body.
Which is, okay, that, hang on, that the mist that rises up is actually the situation too. You know, it's kind of, it's that situation that made you angry, right?
Yeah, yes.
But we don't want to look at that. We don't want to, you know,
you go through the mist.
Look through, So look through it, Yeah,
that light, the light of Christ. You know, if you can say that, those words just don't come to my mouth comfortably, just because I think that word has been so misused.
Yeah, sure. Don't only use the words that feel good to you. Yeah.
Okay. This original light, and I will tell myself that this is, oh, good grief, this is Christ here. It's not just my light. This is, wow, this is the original let there be light. It's right here now. God is saying let there be light, and to trust that this is the most powerful force of love. that it cuts through. It just cuts through the aggressive, the mist rising up. The idea that this is my anger, that a person is bad, or a person has done this to me, or that I'm a victim. It cuts through all that mist that rises up. And it cuts through it before that mist can return to the ground and make more mess.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what the mist does? It returns to the ground, make mess. But if you know the way of looking through it, cutting through it, then you're free of it. You know,
you're free of it. Yeah, you stop it at the pass. You go to the root. You go to the place where it rises up, and that is the sensations, rising up from those sensations.
Yeah, because if anger didn't make us get into a pickle, a tight jaw, shoulder ache, belly ache. If anger didn't do that to us, it wouldn't be anger. It would be, oh, let me make that shopping list, right?
Yeah.
So what makes us want to make a video on releasing anger is that it's nasty,
Well, it's dangerous.
It's unhealthy and dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the root of war.
Yeah.
And when you become a yogi, you start using the body in a way that eliminates the seeds of war.
I know.
Marianne Moore's line, I must conquer in myself that which causes war.
Yeah, I know.
But I would not believe it, oh, Iscariot-like crime.
Okay, let me do it again. How is it again?
Marianne Moore, in distrust of merits, I must conquer in myself that which causes war. But I would not believe it, oh, Iscariot-like crime.
I must conquer within, in myself, that which conquers.
That which causes war.
Causes war. Causes war. But I would
not believe it.
Oh,
Iscariot-like crime.
Right.
So when as a yogi, you start using the body in a very different way from the average person. You realize that the body is designed to turn thoughts into things. So anger, this, that.
Yeah. To turn thoughts into things, thoughts into forms, and
into tensions, into
intentions,
tensions.
Tensions. Yeah.
Average, everyday, unnecessary tension.
Yep.
And it's there now as a depersonalized thing because it is impersonal.
Yep.
Shoulders, it might have been caused by that person out there, but it's not about the person out there. The person out there is your ally. That person just revealed your capacity to do this at the subliminal unconscious level. You get there, you say thank you to that person, you welcome this event as an opportunity to work on yourself and to go back to the roots of error that have been in the earth since time began.
So to take care, to release anger, I would say it is not helpful to go back to what you perceive that anger to be.
Right.
And to reconjure it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like Eve taking the fruit of anger and eating it because it feels good and it tastes good and it makes you a god. Makes you a god.
Fruit of anger and becoming like God, all that energy, so.
Yeah. And even the god of getting rid of it. Oh, here's how we get rid of it. You eat it and you look at it, you take it and you barf it up. No, you don't do anything with the fruits.
Right.
You go to the roots.
Excuse me?
You go to the roots.
Yeah, go to the roots. So what I would imagine a release anger guided meditation would just be to get better at observing the body and to speak of our freedom, you know,
and the other person's freedom.
But
that,
would we bring up that other person, you know, in a guided meditation?
If the situation is okay to bring this up, that what is that person except an inverse image of yourself? It's an
image of ourselves. Yeah.
It's the reverse. Yeah.
The mirror.
Inverse image. It's the inverse reflection of a limited sense of self. So again, those wings, you know, here's my sense of self, here's my sense of other. And that sense of other is throwing me way off balance. What do I do? Do I go out there and make friends with it? Do I beat it up? But this is not using the opportunity.
No.
You're addressing the force that's imbalancing you.
Right.
You have to counterbalance that force by understanding yourself better until that other person is your other wing.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah. Becomes your other wing. Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you, Karen.
You're welcome.
I'm going to end the recording.